Did I do it? Yeah, I did that. Okay. So you remember us, we were talking about the Reddit stuff. So now we're gonna talk about childhood stuff. Here's a video that shows toys that we had. And we're gonna tell our story of it and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab this. And this is like our remote. Okay. So we're gonna go down here to the library. Which is called Best Toys of 2010.
Mother's Day gift at Hobby Lobby. A mug that celebrates her. A figure
We're gonna
makes her smile.
do like
Or
that.
something special in the perfect place. Find Mother's Day gifts at Hobby Lobby.
And we're gonna talk about everything. Channel 4 I don't really want to see. Yeah. Skip.
Toys. You've had them. I've had them. Based
Yeah.
on my YouTube analytics, I can statistically
So,
tell you we've
we're gonna
probably had
pause.
the same toys. Most of my audience
We
ranges
are in the
between
18 to 24 year
so
part.
2000 and 2006 kids, meaning we grew up in the 2010s. And today I'm going
Yeah,
to
we
talk
all
about
have
the
grown
toys
up
from that decade.
in
Some were
2010.
great, some were absolutely horrendous. Let me know in the comments.
So we're gonna
any of
pause
these are
when we
nostalgic
get
you.
to.
Pillow Pets, 2003.
Okay, we're gonna pause right here.
Yeah,
Pillow
I know.
Pets.
2003.
Anyways, we had Pillow Pets. We had two. The first one was the ladybug, and second one was a dog. He asked, we asked our mom and dad if we could have it, and they were like, yeah, we can have it. So we ended up getting that, and we didn't really use it as much. So we ended up, going anywhere, going to somebody else.
Isn't in the 2010s. Alright, they're a little old, but they weren't big until the 2010s. So,
Yeah.
No, don't actually, I can't afford that right now. Just, here, watch this before I give any information.
And I remember this very clearly.
Nostalgia at its finest. So,
That
the
is
concept
nostalgia.
Is pretty basic. It's a pillow. It's designed like an animal. It can fold up and look only somewhat like the animal it's supposed to be. They're not actually too
And then it's going to talk about Dreamlight. I didn't really have a Dreamlight. I remember the Dreamlight commercial, but when I was 11 slash 12-ish, I believe, I had a friend, and he had a Dreamlight. It was a turtle. And it was pretty cool seeing that. He had different kind of toys. His house was really cool. His room was painted like a space theme. And then his sister had a tree room. That's what I remember from it. And he had a really cool playroom. And he had a trampoline. That's where I got the idea to try to get a trampoline. But I ended up giving it to my cousins. But as for that little boy, he ended up moving to Texas, so basically they are in Texas now. And we just grew apart after that. I'm not giving names.
practical. When you fold them up, they're so big.
We are gonna go next to Zoom Zooms.
There were multiple.
Zuzus were something I had when I was 5. Around 6. my sister was like, oh, they're cute. And thinking about it now, thinking about it before, I thought they were cute too. But now it's just like having a robot hamster. Who on earth would want a robot hamster? So, next are the Loopsies.
Each with different names and backstories. When they were first released, they were called Bitty Bop.
I had the little ones and I had the big ones. Yeah. So we had the little ones and the big ones. We even had a baby that we had to take care of, which was like a doctor one. We loved the doctor one. I think I still have the jacket, the robe. Part of me wish I would have kept it because I think of how cute it was. But apparently I had to get rid of it. So I have no more Lala Loopsies. But they were my thing back in the day. That and Polly Pocket.
Buttons. The whole shtick is that they were sewn together and given new lives. The toys were supposed to teach kids that everything got us.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to
Also video games and books.
Monster
These dolls made
High.
well over 1 billion.
Monster High we still have. They work for me. They work for me in my studio. And they're really cool. That's what they look like. I had the Ghoulia and the Frankie. I also had the Abby. My sister tried to have a collection. I ended up ruining that collection, but I still have the ones I have. Like I have a Draculaura and I have two Frankies. So one Frankie is rare. So anyways, let's continue on.
Dollars for Mattel. They're not.
This is weird.
Fins will pop out, revealing
But-
a face. These were super successful, but were also very.
I honestly think they were from McDonald's. That's what I remember of deep memory. But they were something we could play with, like fidget wise. So I kept pushing the buttons over and over. Yeah. My sister's friend had a lot of them. And anyways, we had, yeah. Oh boy.
Very short-lived. Being discontinued.
Living with
in
old people's
2012.
fun. Not really. Okay, so now we have this random ball.
Nothing to make it unique. It was $30. You could have gotten like a $2 one, and
Anyways, that's Fujiki. I don't think they work. They're trying to act like the ball that can go backwards. If you've seen that on YouTube shorts. But in reality, they're reversing it. Oh yeah, I remember that. They were really trying to gaslight people that the ball can go up and then back in the hand. That's not really the case. It just drops to the floor like any other ball would do. It's not going to jump back in your hand because that's not gravity. Anyways,
it's the exact same thing.
so that was Fujigi. It made me think of that. And then we got the trash pack.
If I remember correctly, they were both commons inside the pack. It was another thing where I would.
So trash pack were like the boy version of Shopkins. And then after that is Shopkins. We had a bunch of Shopkins in our day. We have, yeah. We are gonna keep on going. Skylanders, I didn't really care for. Now, kids, all they have now is Squishmallows and Roblox to keep them occupied. We're gonna react to another one. My Froggy stuff.
I was stuck. I couldn't get promoted. I needed to go back to school.
So,
Global would prefer me that I had the technical skills.
I have to say
do
to
the work that I do
close,
now. As a first gen.
before I start the next video, I gotta say, the Barbie clothes, they're very low quality. I don't know if you can tell what I'm wearing, but the jacket I have on is from Etsy, and this is from a dollar store doll. This is from a 1990 Barbie. And you have seen it on the birthday episode? Yeah, you have seen it in the birthday episode. So, I think it's alright. We're gonna keep on going. I'm gonna skip the episode. There's nothing really to... They show the articulations between the Kellys and the Barbies. So, I'm gonna show it. For me, I feel like they have more stuff. The older ones have more stuff than the newer ones have now. Like, Barbie has been getting a lot lazier without getting everything. Basically, we are going downhill. They basically have I can't think. When you see that, it's a printed on top, a printed on dress. Basically, dolls now, I feel like they have potato sack dresses. Like, you're Bobby, you gotta think better than that. And, not have potato sack dresses. You done better back in the day. I hope somebody else comes and gets them. Yeah. But, yeah. I think we're gonna go now. I don't really feel like filming, so I don't think we're gonna film any more today or tomorrow. I'll be back on Sunday because I don't really feel like filming. But anyways, take care for now. Bye.